Even the space of, let's start from here. While growing up, what kind of environment did you grow up into? And what was it like? Did you think, you know, when you're growing up, I think, I'm not pretty much young, guys. I'm old. However, you know, women's space was in the kitchen. It was to tending to children.
Yeah.
It was not going to school to get your, actually a degree would be something major.
Yeah.
You've gone through the ranks of a degree, of a master's to a PhD. Yeah. How is it like when you're growing up? What was your environment like, especially with your parents and the society?
You know, I get that question a lot, Maria, and people think I came from privilege. And what I came from is Christian grounding.
Okay.
I mean, for that, I give my parents $1 million, you know.
Yeah.
If I could give them $1 million, I would.
Yeah.
I grew up in Eastlands, Eastleigh to be precise. In fact, I always tell the story of even the apartment block that we grew up in. We had all sorts of, we even had, you know, them ganga from...
Yeah, those places. Yes.
That was the neighbor opposite us. And, you know, my parents made it very clear that you could only succeed through education and through being grounded on God. So those are the two things that I believed in. And, you know, and I saw God doing his work. So I grew up in that environment. Church was there. And even for me to start singing, music, there was always music in the house, you know. And I think as a parent, I've learned so much from what my parents did.
Yeah.
So there was that grounding.
Yeah.
And then my parents also wanted to show us the other side of life. Let me tell you, we grew up in Eastleigh, but we used to go to a church on Riara Road.
Wacha. Sasa I need all my Eastleigh people. Na nawaona hapa mko wengi, wacha kwanza niwaone. Kumbe umeambia wa fans, fanyeni aje leo kuna kwenda kanisa. We are here tuned in to listen to my testimony. And I love it that my guest today is saying that her background did not dictate her odds. You know, what are the odds of just having you coming all the way from Isich? Walikuwa Isich, si ndio?
Yeah.
And then now here we are. We have Lampa Ngetich, tunakuona pale kutoka Bomet. Bernard Langat, you're watching all the way from Londiani, Kaliet. And of course, I'm just thinking as we are talking about Doris, people are asking, is her name Change or Change? You know, as it is written Change. It is written Change. But
yes.
Then your name is?
Change.
Change.
Yes.
But then, okay, there's someone who's asked me a question about it, and we're going to talk about it in a few, and I love the direction it has taken, by the way. So you're going to know what the changes you're making in the society. However, growing up in Isich, and you were telling us all about it, did you ever thought that you had a mark of distinction upon you? Or you just thought you were a normal kid? Like, tuishi tu, twende shule tutoke turudi home.
You know, I love that question because sometimes when even Christians, you have that thought and you go back and you're like, well, is it pride? Is it being arrogant? But I love that you've asked me that question because I always knew, you know. So even, and I know my music will get to play on later. I always knew that would be my path. And actually my birth, so later on in life, so, you know, growing up the way we did, maybe I'm older than you, you know, I don't know. But your parents wanted you to go to school first, and then now you can do these other things. So when my dad came for my PhD graduation, he told me, my daughter, now you can sing, you can work for God. And then he told me that, you know, before you were born, actually a prophecy was given. Yes. That they were going to get a daughter, and she was going to be gifted, and she was going to do God's work. Wow. Yes. So that was always on me. Yeah. And, you know, to say that, Maria, that it was always on me doesn't mean that my life has been easy. It doesn't mean that there hasn't been any ups and downs. Yeah, I mean, there have been moments when I've asked God, are you sure? Yeah. Even call me. You know? Yeah. Because sometimes when you're called, I mean, look at Jesus' ministry. Yeah. It was not easy. I mean, that guy went through crap on this you know, on this earth.
Yeah.
So sometimes we think that if you're called, you know, it's supposed to be